I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laakson.
I am Francisco Cerundolo,
and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Welcome back again. Here we are, another draw preview. This time we're moving over to Germany. We're in Halle. This one, an exciting tournament. As we remember, last year, won by a young Frenchman, Hugo Humbert, the reigning champion in Halle. That was his first ATP 500 win as well. So will we see the same happen again? We'll have to see when we go through the draw. But we've got a guy who just lost in a final as the number one seed here. It is Daniil Medvedev.
Yeah, it's a very stacked tournament, Halle. It seems like, no disrespect to Queens, but players opted for Halle over Queens this year, which I find strange. Historically, Queens does draw people in, but Halle this year, I mean, it is very, very stacked. There's some great players all through it. And even looking at the qualifiers here, we had Griekspoor qualifying today. We had Huesler beating O'Connell in the last stage. Radu Albert beating Stricker. And Krezi defeating Hanfmann, friend of the podcast. So some really good qualifiers in Krezi, Albert, Huesler, and Griekspoor. Huesler, another one we've had on the podcast, beating Chris O'Connell, someone else we've had on the podcast.
No, they're all popping up, aren't they? Grass court swings in, and all of the GTL alumni are facing each other, it seems. But will any of them go deep in this tournament? That's the big question. Let's have a look. I know I mentioned it. The past winners of the tournament. Well, there's some big names in there, most notably the 10-time champion Roger Federer there. He will not be in the tournament, unfortunately, so it'll be the others who will fight it out. I don't even think the reigning champion's in it either. Hugo Humbert. Oh, no, he is in it. Sorry. He's playing. Yeah, he's playing
I didn't see him either.
Radu Albert. I tried to flick through quickly. I couldn't see him. He's playing Radu Albert in the first round. So,
yeah, well, this Halle Open, people who don't know tennis, I don't want to shout out my dad too much, but he's an avid fan. When I mention this event or he ever talks about it, he always says Roger Federer. I feel if you're not a big tennis fan, you just know that Roger Federer, he comes in and whoops everyone. He's so good. Like, he's the king of Halle. He's so good here. And it is a real sad shame to see him not here. I mean, when doesn't he even reach the final? I mean, he's always in the final. I know 2016 he didn't. It was Zverev losing to Florian Mayer. But he's just a quality act here. And it's a shame we're not going to be getting to see him. But there still is some big names, like you said, Daniil Medvedev, off a real devastating defeat in the final today against Van Rijthoven.
Embarrassing.
Can he make amends? Is it embarrassing though? I mean, Van Rijthoven was quite good. He beat Fritz, beat some other good names as well.
Yeah, but I don't
know. I think embarrassing's harsh considering he beat some good players.
I feel that when you look at your world ranking and then you look at the other person down the other end of the court who is a wild card of an event, I know he's in his home country.
He beat Felix. That's the other one, Van Rijthoven.
It's amazing. Like, I mean,
so he beat Ebden, Fritz, Gaston, Felix, and Medvedev.
He's winning Wimbledon.
Well, will he get in Wimbledon? Probably not.
Exactly.
I mean, he needs to get a wild card, and I really hope they do give him a wild card into Wimbledon. But I don't think they will, mate. But they'll probably give it to some British talents.
Yeah, I was going to say probably be Jack Draper or Peniston, someone like that. Maybe Brody. But wait and see. I'd think he deserves one. If anybody does, that guy does. And I'd be excited to watch him. I'd actually be tuning in to his matches now. He's well. I know he was on our radar before in the Challenger Tour.
Though, because he never won a Challenger, you know.
No, but I said it on like the last. I think it was the last podcast.
You did actually, yeah.
Chris Smear's been really bigging him up, and he's obviously with his analytics. Van Rijthoven normally wins the first set of like nearly all of his matches, and he was just kept saying, if you're going to bet Van Rijthoven to win the first set, and it's nearly always right. It's crazy. So Chris Smear's been having his eye on him for quite some time, and he knows his stuff, Chris. So it's finally coming good. Those little tips. Right, let's get this off the screen. And
Yeah, let's get into the draw and
yeah, let's
proper.
get
Like
in
you
the
said,
thick of it.
Medvedev, the number 1 seed. The second seed is Tsitsipas. There's some
Mm.
big names in this one, some good qualifiers. So make sure you enter. I believe it closes UK time tomorrow, 11 a.m. So you want to get them in ASAP. You've got about 11 hours to complete this bracket. To download the app, the link, I have put it in the live chat right there. You can see, join the Tennis Bracket League. Hit that. Go on fantasy, join the Game to Love League. We've got over 1,000 members, and you can hit the Terra Wortmann Open. That's what it's called. It's an ATP 500. And the first match we're going to have to choose from, Ben, is Medvedev Goffin.
Doesn't
It's
get
a
any
tough one,
easier,
isn't
does it, for Daniel Medvedev? I think he got to the final though, and I don't think he looked that bad. I think he just came up.
Didn't look that bad. He almost got bageled in the second set.
But he came up against somebody who was just in ridiculous form, and I think that can happen to anybody. He still,
I don't know, Ben. I mean,
well, he
I
didn't drop
think
a set.
I think
on the
this
way.
is a really tight match. I think it goes 3 sets as well.
It may well do. Goffin hasn't played on grass yet this year, it should be noted. So I'm going to be picking Medvedev just based upon that.
Yeah, that's a good factor, I think.
He beat comfortably Manarino and he nearly lost to Gilles Simon, didn't he, in the first one? We thought he was going to lose to Gilles Simon again, but then he turned it around. It was a breakdown in the first set. We thought it's not happening again with the French, with Medvedev, but
he was like 5-3 down, wasn't it?
I know. We thought this is just typical of Medvedev, but he turned it around. Ivashka, I'll have to beat Struff.
Just interesting here, Gene saying Medvedev lost to Struff last year in the first round of Halle.
Oh, it's a good point. We're in Germany, actually, aren't we?
I'm going Struff to beat Ivashka.
Yeah, I think I've just swiped. I'm changing just based upon being German, and plus Ivashka just played Medvedev already in the last tournament, lost in straight sets. This will be a bit more interesting. Struff versus Medvedev.
Well, he lost to him last year here, so
there you go. See, already more interesting. Moving
I'm gonna have
down.
Greek sport here beating Molchan.
I will do the same. And Marton Fucsovics versus Roberto Batista Agut. I don't remember the last time I saw Batista Agut on the grass. I'm gonna have to refresh my memory.
He's good on the grass. He's really good. But I'm gonna have him. He got to I think it was a semi-final of Wimbledon not too long ago, or quarterfinals even.
Something like that, wasn't it? Yeah, he did do very
Against
well.
Djokovic. I think it was semi-finals because the other semi-final was Nadal Djokovic. No, not Nadal Federer and Djokovic Agut. I think that was the last 4 in Wimbledon.
I'm gonna go Agut just because, class.
But I don't know if he's played this year on grass, has he?
Nah, but I think class is permanent.
Has, and I'm going to go Agut here though.
Rublev
Bastiashvili.
Oh, wow! That's an interesting first round match. Obviously, Rublev lost to Fucsovics in Wimbledon last year.
Rublev won't be at Wimbledon this year as well. Does he have much to play for?
I think he's going to lose.
More to play for. Do you not think?
I think he's going to lose. I think Bastiashvili is going to knock out Rublev here.
I'm going to go Rublev.
Bastiashvili, another weird one, as everyone's been describing him as the Ostapenko of the men's game. We'll go with Otte. I'll have him to beat Kecmanovic here.
Oh, I'm going to have Kecmanovic.
In Germany. Remember what I do.
Okay, this one's easy then. Squire?
I'm actually going to, I don't know. Squire? Yeah, go on then. I'm going to have a punt. Go on, Squire's going through as well.
Who did he beat? Squire recently.
He's a wild card into this. Broom. Oh, he lost a sock recently in Nottingham.
Oh,
quite close.
I like Henry Sky. He's 21 years old, by the way.
Yeah, he's a good prospect.
Who did he beat though? Who I was looking at? Or maybe there's no
someone good.
Oh no, Mochizuki. But people probably aren't interested in that. I'm only interested because he's the player I picked as my stock to invest in, Mochizuki.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have Laszlo Djere beating him.
Oh, Karatsev is back, but he's back on the grass. I'm not sure this
against another Russian. Easy pickings. Aslan Karatsev. He's beating Khachanov.
No, not for me.
Straight sets, Aslan.
Nah, I'm sorry. The serve's too big from Khachanov on grass.
We've got Gene here. This is interesting. Saying Squire does a Van Rijhoven and wins the tournament.
Could happen.
I mean, is that the same kind of thing if he was to do it?
Yeah, it would be like out the blue, out of nowhere.
Well,
for
he's
sure.
307. I feel
Van Rijthoven's higher than
it
that,
was
though. Isn't
200s.
it? Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's a really good comparison, actually, Gene. I like that. It's a good comment.
Right. So you got Karatsev. I've got Hachanov. Hurkacz Cressy. What a first round match that one is. And Hurkacz I had winning the last event. He let me down. And you know what happens when people let me down? I suddenly turn on them. And I'm going to turn on him here and have him going out to Maxime Cressy first round.
I'm going to have Hurkacz purely because I need him in my top 10 coming into the year. Desperate.
Nice. I'm going to have Umber to knock out Albert as he's the reigning champ.
I'm going to have Albert knocking out Umber. Oh, he almost choked on his drink. I'm
What's
going
happened?
Radu.
I'm pinching myself. He picks Radu
Because I'm
Albert.
such a big Radu Kanu fan, I'm going to go Radu Albert on this occasion.
Good reasoning. I like it. Huesler versus McDonald. I'm going to go Huesler here.
Me too.
Ooh. Marcus Giron, Felix. I'm going to go Felix.
Yeah. Holger Rune to beat Buster. I'm going to go
Yep.
Korda to beat Garin. Kyrgios to beat Altmaier. And Tsitsipas to beat Bonzi.
I'll do exactly the same. Right. Those ones sort of pick themselves a little bit at the bottom.
Yeah.
Move to the top. Daniel Medvedev up against the guy who defeated him last year, Jan-Lennard Struff. Normally it's Djokovic versus Struff at the top of the draws. Guess what? Now it's Medvedev as he's the number one seed. Whoever's the number one seed has to play Struff in the second round of every event. So I'm going to have Medvedev beating him this time, though.
Go on then. I'll have Medvedev as well.
Greek Spore versus Agut.
I'm going to go with Goot.
I'm going to go Greek Spore. I don't know. That might be a bit of a bad pick. I'm not sure. Greek Spores. I don't know. Right, moving down. I'm going to have.
I've got Rublev Kecmanovic. We've got a different matchup altogether. I'm going to have Kecmanovic.
Basashvili versus Oscar Otte. I'm going to go Oscar Otte to have another little run in this tournament. Flurry of wins.
Did well in, what was it? The last one?
Yep, he did.
Was it Stuttgart?
I'm going to have Squire out now. Sorry, Squire.
Oh, boo.
I know. You know Van Rijthoven.
I'm going to Aslan Karatsev here.
He's still big. He's still on the bounce.
Still hot.
Bitcoin's booming.
Bitcoin's coming back up, and so is Aslan.
Cressy versus Umber. I'm going to have Maxime Cressy. He's already knocked out Hurkacz. He's going to knock out now the reigning champion.
I'm going to have Hurkacz knocking out Albert. I'll have Felix beating Huesler.
Same.
And this one's tough, but I'm going to go...
I'm going to have Sebastian Korda winning this one.
Yeah, I think I'll go Korda as well. And at the bottom, I'm going to go Kyrgios.
Yeah. I agree. That's weird.
He's going to beat Tsitsipas.
I feel that he'll get under his skin.
Yeah.
And the serving will just become like a frustration for Tsitsipas. He'll just watch it flying past. He'll get more and more agitated.
I think they're quite good friends, Kyrgios, Tsitsipas, actually.
Didn't he give his phone number out?
Yeah,
made
on his
everybody
birthday.
Yeah, great. Cheers. What a great friend. Had to change his phone. Right. Medvedev's having a bit of an easy run for me up the top here. Not sure if I like that.
Go on then, put him through.
Go on then.
I'm going to have Medvedev going out here. I'm going to go Batista Agut to defeat Medvedev.
Quite like that.
One of my favourites.
I had Medvedev to win the last event, didn't I? No surprise, but he didn't win it. Terrible.
No.
Oscar Otte, Hachanov. Go on then, Oscar. Go through another.
Kecmanovic, Karatsev.
Ooh.
I think this is the end of the line for Karatsev. I'm going to go Kecmanovic here.
What's Kecmanovic like on the grass? I don't even remember seeing him.
Let's have a look, see if he's played any. While you're doing the next one.
Be good to find out.
Bit late though, isn't it?
Never played on grass before.
What, never?
No, I'm joking.
I was going to say, bloody hell.
Imagine if he hadn't ever played on grass. No, of course he has. He lost in 5 sets to Batista Agut.
Oh, he's really good, mate. He's going to fly.
Yeah,
Great pick. Who be her catch Felix? I'm going to have Felix. And I'm going to go Kyrgios to beat Korda.
Yeah, I've got Felix and Kyrgios. Felix
Is it
to
the
beat
same
Kresny.
4? No, we don't. We've got the same at the bottom. We've both got a Felix Kyrgios semi-final at the bottom. At the top, I've gone for an Agut Kecmanovic, though. And you've got a Daniel Medvedev, Oscar Otte. So
I feel it's too easy, this, for Medvedev. I feel that someone like Otte...
Mate, you had him winning the last event and he didn't. You've not learnt your lesson, have you?
No, he got to the final, though. So I got him right being in the final.
Okay.
At least. I think he gets to the final. If this is his route, if he doesn't get to the final, it should be...
Batista Agut?
Well, he doesn't have that in my one. He's got Greek Sport.
Yeah, well, he's probably going to get Agut.
Probably. I'll have Medvedev.
Okay,
Sorry,
I'm going to go Batista Agut, getting all the way to the final. Or actually, or do I go Kecmanovic? I'm going to change. I'm going to go Mir Kecmanovic going to the final. Last second change there.
Ooh. Kyrgios.
And, Felix Kyrgios. I remember watching this match at maybe Queens. Might have been Queens. Yeah, not this year. It was a previous year. It was a few years ago. They've played each other, and Felix beat him because Kyrgios just gave up in it. It was really bad. I think he threw his racket.
Yeah, really close match as well. And then the last time they played was at Wimbledon, and then that was the one he retired in. Yeah, that was because he came back and he just had no fitness whatsoever. He just couldn't run around the court. I think that just seals it. Then it's got to be Felix. He's beaten him twice, both on grass as well.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'm going to go Felix as well.
I'll have Felix to win the whole thing then.
So I'm going Felix Kecmanovic, and I'm also going to have Felix winning the whole thing. I think Felix is going to win Halle this year. He's impressed me a lot. Last tournament, a tad disappointing losing to Van Rijthoven. Could that be Henry Squire, as Gene suggests this year? Maybe. But we've both gone for the same, and that is Felix to win. And in terms of dark horse, I think my dark horse will be Mir Kecmanovic. He's in my final.
I'll have Oscar Otte.
Nice. That's a pretty good one. Before we wrap this one up, though, I just want to give a shout out to an anonymous tipper. Thank you for the tip. And there is a request for 2 buttons, but I can't see the second one because I don't have access. But the first one is Clara Towson. I'll get Ben to have a look at the second. But here is, for the anonymous tipper, Clara Towson.
It's Clara Towson, Clara Towson. Give it up from the girl from Copenhagen, the girl who's pretty awesome. It's Clara Towson, it's Clara Towson.
There's some great picks, I must admit.
Yeah, I do love Clara.
And the last one, just for you, shout out. We really do appreciate it. One of my favorite buttons. I mean, the lyrics are amazing. The voice is of an angel. Here it is. It is Francis TFO.
I'm going to make a whole song called Francis. I'm bringing it out soon.
Francis, what you do to me? Yeah, bo, 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 bo. Francis, what you do to me? Yeah, bo, 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 bo.
It really does.
We don't really get buttons on the draw previews, but I appreciate them.
That does tickle me a bit, that one still. I don't know why. Just like, it's so different to every other button. That's why it just makes me chuckle.
I know.
Very creative.
It definitely is. I mean, it brings me back to what I was doing in them times, doing that other job, working ridiculous hours, coming in so tired. And I sung that song with very little left inside. I mean, I was pretty drained. I think it was a cry for help, that song, more than anything. But I'm glad you like it. And that does conclude our bracket for the Halle Open on the men's. But don't go to bed just yet. We know it's late. Wait a second, because as Alniz says, WTA Berlin, have we forgotten? Yes, we did forget, but we haven't forgot anymore. And we have added the thumbnail and we have added the stream. And I believe we've even redirected you there. So if you haven't already, give us a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and go on to Game to Love and find the Berlin video. Maybe I'll put do you have a link, Ben? Maybe you can just share it in the live chat
I'll
right
ping
now.
it in there.
And we will direct you over to Berlin because that is a very stacked draw. And I don't know how we almost forgot it. On the bracket, it's called the Bet One Open, and that one closes at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So you have just under 9 hours or just over 9 hours to get that one in. We're going to be doing it right now. Thanks for watching this one. Make sure like and subscribe, and we'll see you this time. I promise, only 5 minutes. 5 minutes time in the next stream. Ben has put the link right here. See you there, guys.
See you soon.